Well, adding a new cat or dog to the family can change the dynamics, and things can really go south quickly if you don't have guidelines for this transition. And Ann O'Neill is here to help us figure out how to make this introduction successful. And we've got our little friend Mandy here today, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And I just mentioned that in our family, we did just introduce a new kitten. Tell us a little bit about this.
The kitten?
No, about the transition, introducing a new kitty into the home. What are some steps we need to be aware of?
Well, the first thing we need to do is consider whether the current dog or cat would be open to a new furry family member. So is that cat or dog socialized? Is it had positive experiences with other dogs or cat? You know, is it going to stress them? Are they elderly?
Like we just mentioned, I do have an elderly cat. My Yoda is about 15 years old, and the new kitten likes to pounce. And so we've had to be aware of the fact that it's going to be a little stressful for the older cat, right?
Definitely. Stress can, you know, age quickly. It can, you know, cause all kinds of problems. So we don't want to speed up the aging process by stressing out your older dog or cat.
And then once you've decided that it's okay to try and add a new family member, what about creating a plan to make sure the introduction goes smoothly? What should we consider?
When it comes to dogs, you want to meet kind of in a neutral space, maybe go for a walk, meet at a park on leash, something very calm, easygoing. When it comes to cats, you know, you're looking at maybe baby gates out between them where you're both playing on either side, something very neutral and positive and fun for them.
There was a lot of feline talking in my house over the past couple months, just them trying to get to know each other. We kept them separated a lot. And I had asked you, when is it okay to kind of just let them be without supervision?
Well, the old school days of let them work it out isn't how we do things anymore. We find that managing can help make the relationship more positive and that kind of thing. When it comes to your situation, you know, you want to take your time with it. Don't push it. If you can use baby gates or leashes to keep maybe a dog from chasing a cat or a cat from chasing another cat, chasing can cause all kinds of fears for cats. Makes them feel like they're prey and the other animal's predator. We don't want that to happen. When it comes to dogs, a very one-sided play, maybe if one's being chased or somebody's biting on their arms and legs and playing too rough, that can be very scary for them as well.
And one thing to consider when you bring a new animal into the house, they're going to be checking out their surroundings. Ours decided to take a leap off of the banister. He was fine, you know, but it's one of those things where you have to be able and willing to really supervise and make sure they're not getting into trouble. And then, of course, what about maintaining the situation?
Well, and that's going to come with the baby gates and the crates and the leashes and that kind of thing. Feed them in separate rooms, feed them on other side of gates or in crates if they're dogs. Manage playtime at all times. Interrupt play before it gets too rough or rowdy. Keep it positive, introduce toys, things like that.
What about food? Because I know that the different pets are often eating different food. What about meal times?
Mealtime can be an issue for both dogs and cats, whether it's all dogs or all cats or a combination of them. I really suggest you feed completely either separate rooms or separate crates or behind walls and doors, gates and things like that.
And I think if you're interested in adopting another pet and bringing them into the home, a lot of adoption agencies do have policies where if things don't quite work out, right? Tell me about those policies.
I'm not sure each kind of rescue, they have their own as to how long it can work. It will take up to 3 weeks sometimes for a relationship to start to blossom. Sometimes it's tolerant, sometimes they'll nurture each other, sometimes they downright hate each other. So you'll find that out as a few weeks kind of progress.
You know I do love me some kittens, and Manny here is up for adoption. A sweet, 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 sweet boy. If you want to adopt Manny, just call 972. Is that 691-PETS? So 972-691-PETS. And you can also get more info on blending pets and training tips from Ann O'Neill at her website, specialtypettraining.com. Love this little guy right here. Okay, when we come back, we've got some big games with a big idea on big family fun. Did I mention they're big? Just in case. Stick around.